Hello friends, myself Pramod Phatak, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, late Pushpa Devi Patil, Arts and Science College, Risoo. Today we are going to see your Unit 6 and from Unit 6 the part B, that is the electrochemistry. This is your part B, the electrochemistry. So what is electrochemistry? Electrochemistry is the study of production of electricity from energy released during spontaneous chemical reactions and the use of electrical energy to bring about non-spontaneous chemical transformations. Means electrochemistry is the study of electrical energy which is released from the spontaneous chemical reaction and used in non-spontaneous chemical reaction. So what is spontaneous chemical reaction and non-spontaneous chemical reaction? The difference between spontaneous chemical reaction and non-spontaneous chemical reaction means what? Spontaneous chemical reaction means it releases energy. Okay, it releases energy and driven the reaction or forwarded the reaction without any influence. Means it does not takes another any influence or any help from other source to continue the reaction. That is the spontaneous chemical reaction. And during this process the released electrical energy is used for the non-spontaneous chemical transformations. So this reaction or this process takes place in some few steps. So firstly, the step 1 is the electrolysis. So electrolysis is the process in which electrical energy is used to drive a non-spontaneous chemical reaction. Okay, this is the process electrolysis. This process is electrical energy is used to a non-spontaneous chemical reaction. From the spontaneous reaction, the released electrical energy which is used for the non-spontaneous reaction, and this step is the electrolysis. So, for this electrolysis process, we have an electrolytic cell or electrolytic cell is used. So what is electrolytic cell? An electrolytic cell is a apparatus for carrying out electrolysis. With the this electrolytic cell, the electrolysis is carried out. This process is in an electrolytic cell are the reverse of that in galvanic cell. Okay, you know the types of cells, that is galvanic cell and electrolytic cell. You have studied in 11th and 12th the galvanic cell and electrolytic cell. Okay, so now we have to discuss the redox reaction. Okay, you know the redox reactions. Redox reactions means the oxidation and reduction. Okay, both the reactions equally are simultaneously are the redox reactions. Okay, means one substrate get oxidated and another get reduced or another get reduced and uh, one get oxidated. This is the reduction step or redox process. Redox reactions are those involving the oxidation and reduction of species. You have learned this oxidation and reduction in organic chemistry also, where you have learned the about these terms about oxygen, okay, loss of oxygen and gain of oxygen, or loss of hydrogen and gain of hydrogen. Here is the related to electrons. This redox reaction is related to the electrons, means oxidation and reduction. OIL, oxidation is loss of electrons. Okay, how to know the oxidation means? So this is the one oil, OIL, is the oxidation is loss of electron. And what is the reduction? Reduction is gain of electron. OIL, RIG, these are the some short termings uh, for our understanding, or we have to remember the what is oxidation and what is reduction. For that's why these both these tricks for oxidation, that is OIL, oil, oxidation is loss of electrons, and reduction, RIG, reduction is the gain of electron. Oxidation and reduction must occur together. They cannot exist alone. Okay. Both the reactions are simultaneous. They cannot exist alone, means from the both no one can happen only. Both the reactions or both the oxidation and reactions are carried out at the same time. Okay, so we will discuss these redox reactions in brief. Okay, here is the example of redox reaction. Oxidation of half reaction. Here is Zn, and this is the arrow, Zn2 plus aqueous plus 2 electron, means here from zinc, this is the zinc, okay, S means solid. Here is the zinc solid gets oxidized, okay, oxidation, OIL, okay, oxidation is the loss of electrons, okay, from this zinc two electrons are, or this zinc lost the two electrons, so it gets positive charge, means this 2 plus, okay, this 2 plus means it is having a deficiency of 2 electrons, okay, and plus these 2 electrons. The zinc loses 2 electrons to form a Zn2 plus. Here is the chemical, this type of reaction happens in this solution, okay, is the here is the zinc solid, and when he reacts with another uh, element or another atom, then the oxidation takes place. Oxidation takes place means it losses two electrons. Here is the zinc atom from this strip, this is the strip of solid, and when he loses his two electrons, then get he oxidized, okay, here is the term oxidized. It oxidation happens means, sorry, reduced, okay, and then he get two positive charge and loss of two electrons. This reaction happens with this copper solution, this blue color copper solution, okay. So another half reaction, okay, we have learned in last slide the half reaction. Here is also another half reaction, reduction, okay. In last slide we have discussed the oxidation. Here we have to discuss the reduction, reduction of copper 2 plus, okay. Here is the copper 2 plus in aqueous form, when it gets 2 electrons, which is reduced from your last zinc, okay. So these 2 electrons when gained by the copper 2 plus, it is, okay, oxidize, and this is the copper solid form, okay. When reduction happens, the compound is another compound is oxidize, and when anyone is having a oxidation, then another compound is reduced. So the copper 2 plus gains 2 electrons to form a copper. Okay, that is the solid atom, and here is the solution of that copper 2 plus. This is the aqueous, means liquid. Here is the this reaction, and here indicates the copper. This is the copper and zinc, means both the redox reaction cannot happen alone. Okay, these are the simultaneous process, one get reduced and one get oxidized. One means this zinc and this copper, from both the compounds, one get oxidized and one get reduced. Okay, actually this is the actual process or overall process. Okay, in last two slides we have discussed the oxidation and reduction separately in two slides, but here is the actual reaction or actual process. We have to discuss the redox reaction. The reaction of zinc, this is the solid, and copper 2 plus aqueous. Okay, and this is the arrow completion of reaction. Then when the reaction is completed, this copper 2 plus, okay, having a 2 electron less, and this is the fulfill. But when the reaction takes place, the zinc is having a 2 plus is the charge, and copper is in solid form. Okay, means this zinc is oxidized. Okay, and this copper 2 plus is reduced. Okay, zinc oxidize and copper reduce. So this is the both these reactions takes place simultaneously or equally, and form the zinc 2 plus, which is the reduced product, and this is the copper is the oxidized product. And this is overall the redox reaction. Here is the conversion of electrical energy. Okay, chemical energy to electrical energy. This is identified by this reaction, means copper 2 plus aqueous, when it gain 2 electrons, then this is the copper, okay, solid, and here is the zinc solid. It get it loses its 2 electron, then zinc 2 plus. So from this type of reactions our electrical energy is formed, and this is we studied in our electrochemistry. Okay, the electrochemistry means the overall study of the reaction which is formed by spontaneous reaction. Okay, and used for the non-spontaneous chemical transformations. So this is our electrochemistry or electrochemistry study. Okay, now we will discuss later next part in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.